Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
All right, so David Blythe had sent me the link that Catherine Tate is going to be Magic and Dispel in DuckTales.
Oh, it's going to be good.
Oh, yeah. Doctor Who actors and actresses.
Damn, yeah, they're really pulling them left, right, and center now.
Even Ben had sent me the link, too, a whole bunch of people. I'm very excited because she sounds great.
Yeah.
I heard the clip. And, you know, it's cool that he brings her in sometimes to do stuff. You know, like they do a lot of different things besides Doctor Who together.
Yeah.
So
there's a thing over on YouTube. They're saying they dealt just with everybody from Eccleston on, which I'm starting to get a little tired of. But they were saying all of your Doctor Who personalities who've been in other things might shock you. I mean, and half the stuff they showed was stuff that we already knew about.
Yeah. So I'm happy we got that. I do have to tune into DuckTales. I haven't had the time. Orville, again, fascinating.
Cannot praise it enough.
You know, I was thinking about it, like, really, because, you know, when you like something so good, you really, like, play it in your head, in your mind. And I'm saying to myself, you know what? I think she lied to him about Orville being destroyed, because if he never rescued her, then they would have never went to that area.
That's right, because that little gadget they tried to remove steered them into that little. Because all the while there, I'm thinking something's up.
Because that was in a whole other area that she was going to. So she lured them to that thing. They were never going to be destroyed, in my mind. They were never going to be destroyed because they had no intentions of going there. So she lied about the ship being. I think she's going to appear in another episode, and I think what she's going to say is that the Orville is like recognized as like being one of the best ships in the fleet, and she tried to steer them clear for her like benefactors or employers, so that way they could rule the galaxy earlier or something. You know, alter the timeline, because there's no way that they would have went to that area of space. If she didn't exist there to travel there. So I'm thinking she's lying. I'm pretty certain that she's lying.
Yeah, I'm with you. The more I thought about that, because even during that whole thing about encountering that dark matter storm,
they would have never went to that area.
How would they have been steered away?
Because there was a distress call, and then they went right, but they wouldn't have had a distress call. They just wouldn't have went there. So that's my thing. Is I think that's a lie, and I think that's going to be like a season finale with her.
I wouldn't doubt
something.
That'd be the best season finale of ever, is have her reappear, and that's the season. That's where they stop it, and then they pick it up on the next season.
Now I also heard today that Patrick Stewart and Scott Bakula are going to appear on the Orville. Now I haven't confirmed it yet.
Nice.
Haven't confirmed it, but it looks like it might be possible. So we're going to have to wait and see.
Oh, that will be sweet.
And Jonathan Frakes did do that episode.
Okay, I knew it was either that one or the next one that he was going to be doing.
Yeah, so that's great news. So again, I can't wait to see the Orville every week. Now we're going to go on to other news. It turns out that the Fast and the Furious supposedly wasn't delayed for, it's possible, the script. It had to do mostly because the stars started calling out The Rock on Twitter, because the movie company wants to do a Rock spinoff with Jason
they were planning on doing that.
And what they're doing is they're going to bump Fast and the Furious for the spinoff. And that's why it's getting delayed, because they don't want to have it in the same year. And the actors are pissed. And they're like, you know, F you with your, like, you know, do it after our movie.
Yeah.
Don't move our movie. But the movie company's doing that. So, you know, it's almost as if Dwayne Johnson is actually becoming the Rock character with the ego when he was like a heel and everything. It's like he's getting an ego. He's starting to cause waves. I mean, he already had that whole fight with him with Fast and Furious probably was his fault, not Vin Diesel's, because they never had issues with the set.
The Rock posted something about all these great people, and then there's the let's just put it this way, the prima donna.
Yeah, but they've never had an issue on any of the sequels until he came on. And now we're hearing other stuff with The Rock that things are getting Like, people were annoyed with that Baywatch. Why do you even have to do that?
Yeah.
You know, and he was talking about sequels, and then the thing bombed, and it was like, you know. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, I say the hell with his spin-off and put Fast and the Furious out and let his spin-off come after. So I say I'm with them, you know.
Yeah. There was one thing that I posted. I did this little fan-made thing. I can't remember. You know, I even posted it in their. I can't remember if it was their Facebook or Twitter. But there was a video game that came out a few years ago called Wet, and it had to do with Ruby Malone. And I forget who voiced her in the video game. I thought what would be kind of smooth if they could spin her off from Fast and the Furious, or even better yet, get Machete to appear in a Fast and the Furious.
That would be great.
Yes,
if he was like a friend or relative of one of them.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Toward firstly, they're led to believe that Machete's the villain, but in truth, he was actually working on.
Well, they can encounter him, and then it could be like Hobbs's like relative. He's like, "What's up, bro?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, hey, man."
They could set it up to where everybody assumes that the Machete character is the one behind everything,
right,
or is taking part, but in truth, he too was being made.
Well, Charlize Theron is definitely returning, supposedly.
Yes,
as a villain, so she's a good villain.
Nice little segue. Theron being in Orville, and Theron being in Fast and the Furious.
And Seth MacFarlane should appear in Fast and
Yes.
That would be nice.
A little walk. Man, I shouldn't.
He could be like an agent working with Kurt Russell and all that.
Yeah, I thought they were going to plan on spinning him off.
They could have him incarcerate Charlize Theron. It's something like at the end of the movie when he gets captured. That'd be like a joke. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, so we got Rush Hour 4. Script was approved by Jackie Chan, but Chris Tucker has not seen the script yet. They're waiting on Chris Tucker, and then they will film the Rush Hour 4. Again, Rush Hour failed as a TV series.
Yes.
Not, just go with what you know and do the movie version.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with it. I think it'll be a good thing to put a sequel out for that because, it was very popular. It's still very popular.
I don't know how well the Lethal Weapon series is doing either.
Well, it's in season 2, so okay. It is still going, I guess. Now, what do you think of a V for Vendetta TV series? Because that's what they want to do.
No, I'm sorry. It's one of those. It's great. It's great as a movie, as a one-shot movie, maybe a sequel. But it's better as a movie. There's just certain things that work better big screen than small screen.
Right.
Having said that, the old Alien Nation, I was not thrilled with the movie, but I loved the series.
Right. Okay.
That I could see them having spun it up, but no, they'll kill it. It's one of those. It's just a movie version better. Yeah,
I agree. And we'll get a lot of news that's coming out throughout the day. So we will be covering Comic-Con throughout the day when we get the news. So other than that, that's going to be it for this one. We'll try to be back later. Hopefully there's Doctor Who news too. Coming from the Doctor Who panel, we can do real movies.
Yes, all right, that's why I keep chiming back and forth between a lot of my Doctor Who sites for.
All right, thanks, bro. Take care. Bye for now.
Peace out.